Today is harvesting day. Actually, the day should have been probably yesterday, but since these are not going to be sold, I'm not worried about it. It's been a few days, obviously. They've grown. I should have probably harvested these for sure last night, but I just didn't get to it. So I want to show you. This is our radish, and as I said, now these are, I'm pretty proud of the fact that this is the first time. I have a lot to learn growing, but I am really, really proud of these. I noticed that they're not even, and I'm not sure. I'm wondering if that's my grow light. Maybe I need to get it closer. I'll figure it out. If you look at those, you see they have kind of a purple stem. So they're very beautiful, and these have a bite to them. So if you are a person who likes spicier things and likes a little kick to your stuff, you would love this on your salad, anything, you would love it in. I'm not sure how it would do in soups. Because I don't know how it would cook in heat. I'm gonna be trying that this week. But these are really good. And I'm not a super spicy person, but I still think it would be a great addition to my salad or my wraps, because I like the idea of getting a bite of sweet and a bite of spicy. I can definitely see why they're popular. We're going to harvest all of these in just a minute. So this is broccoli. Like I said, it really needed to be harvested a day or so ago. I think they're doing fine, they're healthy. You can see we have a few little spots there that are yellow, and that's just because they need to be fertilized. I did not fertilize any of these, by the way. I have just grown them with water. You can fertilize, but I kind of wanted to see how they would do without it, because I cannot stand the smell of fish emulsion. So if I don't have to, and with microgreens, if you handle them properly as you grow them, there's no need to wash them before you eat them. So I really didn't want to I didn't want to spray anything on it. And I did not want to do the fish emulsion, because in my mind, that stinky fish emulsion, even though it's in the bottom, I just couldn't get past it. So I'm gonna have to tinker with that and play with it, but these turn out really good. So these are both broccoli here. These are the sunflowers. The sunflowers are not quite ready. Now, you can definitely eat them and take them, but they're just not all grown well enough. So I guess I could go ahead. These, I could seriously sit and eat by the handful. They have a good flavor. Their texture is excellent. Now here's the kicker. If you let these go too long, I may go ahead and harvest these, because that one had a little tad bit of a bitter punch at the end as I chew it up. So we'll see. The other day I tasted them and they were so good. No bitterness at all. So these maybe actually need to go ahead and harvest as well. That one's great. I was kind of hoping that the shells would fall off. I've heard people say sometimes the shells are hard to fall off, but I did not soak them beforehand. They say sunflowers have a learning curve, and as you can see, they didn't grow as evenly and pretty. So these are the peas. These are the sweet peas. They grow larger, obviously, as you can tell. They're just beautiful. So we're gonna harvest these all real quick. I bought these containers at the dollar store, actually, and I've rinsed them out. And I'm gonna try these because they have a clear lid. I have not rinsed the lids yet, but I will, and wash those off. But I have chalkboard stickers, and so what I'm gonna do is slap a chalkboard sticker on here, label it in that way, because I will be harvesting these and bringing these in for us and keeping them, so we can just grab and reuse this container. So I'm anxious to see if they keep it really, really fresh. Let's go ahead and we will work on the radishes first. Now, whenever I harvest, I'm not gonna pull any of that soil. There is no soil here. I haven't done anything to stir up the soil, but I don't need to go all the way down to the soil to harvest these. So I'm going to just grab a handful, chop, and then I'm gonna keep going. So here we go. Okay, so we are done. Now, as you can see, I did not cut super high, so I didn't have to worry about getting any of the soil or anything in there. I grew these out in my nest, which we do keep the doors open some, we keep the window open some. And so we did have some moths in there, here and there, flying around, not in our greens necessarily, but we did have some flying around. So I will wash these. However, if you really grow them like indoors in a really good environment, that's one of the benefits, is you do not have to wash them as long, you know, you don't want to handle them with dirty hands. But I want to show you, I want to see if this does it. I just want to, it's so cool. This is what I have to show you. So this is the root system of it. I mean, it is, what am I doing? Oh my gosh. This is the root system. Look at that. Just give you an idea. These are seedlings that I could have planted separately to grow full-grown plants. Look at the root system that has formed in these things in a week. That's crazy. Of course, this is a lot of seeds in there. It's very, very densely planted and grown. I'm gonna have to rip this because these are the trays. Remember I showed you in our other video that have the pretty large holes. So, but our other trays that I grew in, I could just pick this up and it would be like a carpet. It was the coolest thing. Some people have asked, can you keep growing? Can you harvest them and keep growing? And from what I've learned and what I've watched is, yeah, you could. There are some that you can get more than one cutting off of, like wheat germ. I don't plan to grow any of those unless I have a customer who says, I want some wheat germ. And as of right now, I don't have any customers. I'm not in a hurry to get any. I'm just trying to learn everything I can right now. Unless I get a customer for that, I'm not gonna do the ones that you can really harvest more than once. I'm not gonna have those. I'm growing these right now for my family. I'm gonna be sneaking these. And this weekend we're gonna have smoothies. Grandbabies are coming. And I'm gonna sneak some in Bree's smoothie and see if she notices. That's root, y'all. That's not something gross. That's root system and soil. But I'm gonna sneak them in and see. Also with my boys, and that's just gonna be the ultimate test to me, because you know, some of these, if you eat salads, great. You'll eat them. You'll like them. And the cool thing is, okay, this one little plant has 40% more nutrition. Because if you think about it, this one little plant can grow up to produce how many peas, how many harvests of peas. So all that nutrition is in this, so it packs a powerful punch. You can sprinkle just a few here and there and get a lot of health benefit from it, which is very exciting to me. Look at all this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 containers of these microgreens, and I mean, this was all, and it was a week, and they're harvested. Look at the root system on these peas. That is crazy. It looks like a loofah. That's all roots.
It's like ramen.
Yeah, it's the coolest thing to me. And you can still see the seeds in there though, because the pea seeds were very large. That was gonna be tough to pull up. I will keep you guys updated on how these do. Let me show you the radishes. Let's see if they look any different. They don't. That almost looks like a dirty air filter. Sunflowers. And so now we have all of this glorious nutrition, just a little bit of time invested. I've had a week invested in these. You do definitely have to check on them. I have seen some videos where they say, oh, just check on them every day or so. Don't do that. I saw another one and she checks on them morning and night. And that's really the ideal. And that's what I would suggest, because I have gone down there if I went a little later and the bottom would be completely out of water, or not have, it'd be just, not just completely out, but be dried up, and it looked like they were dry. And I did have one set of them that went too long without, and they started drooping. Of course, as soon as I watered, they were fine and they perked back up. Happy microgreen farming if you haven't already. And if you would like to try these, if you're local to me and you would like to try these, I would love to give you a free sample, because I am growing and playing right now for fun. They're highly nutritious. A lot of them are highly flavorful. Some of them, I mean, honestly, the broccoli, I would be lying if I said that they taste like broccoli. Does it taste like broccoli? No, it didn't to me. It just tastes like another green you add to your salad, which is really awesome, because I grew all lettuces that are soft lettuces, because those are the lettuces that I prefer. And then when I grew them, and now I'm not mixing them with any romaines or any of the crisper lettuces, I miss the crispness. This definitely adds your texture back to your salad if you're eating soft lettuce. I can see sprinkling a few of these on even your like etouffee and things that your spicier dinners and things, and just sprinkle a few. I mean, if you sprinkle that much, you're getting tons of nutrition. So I hope you guys have a good evening. I've got a lot of mess to clean up, and look at all this that's going on the compost bin. I am so excited about that because this is lots and lots of good organic material for my compost. So I hope you guys have a good afternoon, a good evening. I will definitely see you this weekend. We have company coming in and I'm gonna show off my grandbabies. You guys have a great day. Bye. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about. And it seemed like she would never feel happy again. It does look like the popcorn is burnt. And if I went to the movies, good job, Jax. If I went to the movies,